don't be an alarmist. People have been using paint thinner for years.
But, Miss Lackey, documents have shown that
Look, could you two take it somewhere else? The faculty lounge is a quiet place where a tired educator can kick back and relax with a freshly brewed hot cup of coffee.
No! This cup is made of polystyrene, a non-renewable energy source. What are you thinking about, Mr. Lippman?
Coffee?
Stop! Do you know how many trees give their lives every year for the convenience of a paper cup? Think about it.
Coffee?
Why don't you use a ceramic mug like Miss Lackey? It's made from the earth and be used over and over again. Be good to the forest. Be good to the rivers. Be good to the water.
Be good to get a cup of coffee around here. Give me that.
No, Mr. Lippman.
A little stronger than usual.
You're right, Tara. That paint thinner really is toxic.
Today's episode, Ecology. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh.
Oh. What's the matter, Tara? Don't tell me. The Cougars lost again.
The cougars, the spotted owls, the California condor, probably lost forever.
Huh?
It's the endangered species list. It keeps growing, and the environment keeps getting worse.
It's true. When are people going to learn that we're destroying our own backyards?
Yeah, our neighborhood keeps getting warmer and smoggier and treeless.
Oh, no. I don't want to have to move.
Oh, it's okay, Walter. Don't worry about it. There's nowhere to go.
Unless you went back to the planet you came from. Well, I think it's time we took a stand. I say we begin by making our school an environmentally aware place.
Great. So, who's going to break the news to Billy Cushman that he can't eat beans anymore?
Come on, you guys. I'm serious. People need to start thinking globally.
Okay, Tara. I guess we could do something. Like, conserve energy around school.
Maybe start a list of things we could recycle?
Like certain plastics and bottles.
Yeah.
And newspapers. Oops.
This is one of the holes I was talking to you about. I don't know what kind of animal is doing it, but it's eating through all the wood in the school.
I'll lay down a couple of these for it.
What good are those going to do? Look at the size of the hole. I want big traps. Big traps. The bigger the better. This pest must be destroyed immediately.
Whatever you say, Mr. Littman.
Mr. Littman, just because a species happens to be a nuisance to you doesn't give you the right to exterminate it.
Yeah! This is just one more example of your callousness towards the environment.
Yeah! I'm trying to save the environment from being devoured by that pest.
I'm sorry, Mr. Littman. It's time we stood up for Spaceship Earth.
And we're gonna start right here at Hawthorne.
Yeah, this school doesn't even recycle.
And you use too much heating oil and air conditioning. What about the ozone layer?
And what about all the preservatives in our cafeteria food?
Yeah!
And what about all the noise pollution in these halls, Now, you fur-brained freshmen better get to class or I'll really give you something to protest about. Now, go! Amscrape! Freshmen. They really burn me up. Wonder how they'd like it if they really got what they wanted. I can just see. Without air conditioning, they'd swelter in the heat.
Man, it must be 100 degrees in here.
Yeah. If only we hadn't made Mr. Lippman turn off the air conditioning.
He was so right.
And I wonder how they'd like it if we didn't use paper.
Man, these tests keep getting harder and harder.
I wish we could use paper like Mr. Lippman wanted.
Such a wise man.
And what about food without preservatives?
Oh. Oh, jeez, Lowell.
Gross! Everything is spoiled. If only we'd listened to Mr. Lippman, we'd have fresh-tasting food.
Elliot Lippman, how I admire that man.
Of course, without heating oil, they wouldn't last 2 days in winter.
100 below. Again.
Mr. Lippman was right.
Yeah. I want my mom to get a divorce and marry Mr. Lippman.
In a school without pest control, they'd be eaten alive.
My leg! That thing ate my leg! It's coming this way!
Barricade the door!
Oh, if only we listened to Mr. Lippman and let him set those big traps, we wouldn't be in this mess.
Lippman was right. He's a genius. Lippman was right. Lippman was right.
Yes, Mr. Lippman is right. Right about heating oil, right about pest control. That's because Mr. Lippman knows when to put his foot down.
The Mervumentary, seeking truth where falsehoods obscure, unearthing facts where shame and deceit lie, protecting justice and serving the innocent. These are the precepts of the Mervumentary. Today's episode, the threat of nuclear power. Hawthorne High, a normal school with normal needs, and one such need is electric power, something we often take for granted.
Hey, turn those lights back on! Here.
The Hawthorne cafeteria, where hungry appliances gobble up energy like it was leftover meatloaf, in some cases, even faster. But where does this power come from? Safe, clean energy sources like solar panels? Mm-mm. Windmills? Nope. Or is Hawthorne High meeting its greedy and wasteful energy need with a glowing dome of death? Yes, that's right. A nuclear power plant. Right here in this very building. The signs are everywhere. As the evidence of radioactivity piles higher, this reporter can only wonder, is it safe here at Hawthorne? A look at the cafeteria food should shed some glowing light on the matter. Why is so much of it green? Green gelatin, green bananas, even the lunch meat looks a little green. Coincidence or contamination? Are the students at Hawthorne High being served a nuclear lunch? Right now, I'm standing here, directly over the boiler room. My Geiger counter is showing unusually high activity. The atomic center that powers Hawthorne High is probably right under my feet. In fact, it's begun! The meltdown we've all feared!
Is it safe to go in there yet?
Ladies, it won't be safe for another 10,000 years.
Say that again.
Ah, this is I feared! Radioactive gas! As we can see, the side effects from these dangerous leaks are beginning to mutate the student body. How did this happen?
Well, I'm not exactly certain, but I'm pretty sure it was that radiolaxative nutrient. Wait.
Walter, can't you read?
What? Hey, turn out, Kevin.
Lippman and the school janitor, probably trying to decide where to bury the nuclear waste.
There's something wrong with the plant, all right, sir. It hasn't been properly looked after, and it's probably done for.
There must be something we can do. It's melting under the heat.
It's too late, I'm afraid. There's a crack in the outer shell, and the water's not getting to the core. Next time, mind what you're doing. A plant like that needs to be treated with care.
Something wrong with the plant? What could this mean? A crack in the outer shell? Water not reaching the core? Is Hawthorne High headed for a nuclear disaster? Another Chernobyl, maybe? This reporter is taking no chances. This is it. The meltdown we've all feared. The plant has gone out of control. Panicked students run for their lives to escape the dangerous fumes.
please. Remember, this is only a drill. Exit in single file. Let's go. Out, out, out.
Mr. Lippman, how serious is the radiation leak?
I can't understand a word you're saying. Now, March, a fire drill is no joking matter.
Don't try to deny it. We're all doomed.
Murph, move. Let's go, people.
Hey, no running.
Observe closely the impact of the radiation poisoning on this textbook case.
Murph, I'm losing patience.
Note the hollow cheeks, the sallow complexion, the hair loss. The emergency has passed, but as you can see, the toxic waste remains. And, as usual, it's the innocent who have to pay the radioactive check. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Feeling faint. This will be my last murphumentary. Goodbye.
Napping on the job, huh? Scrub, wipe, clean. Turn this thing off.
Welcome, Freshmen. We'll return in a moment.
And now another Welcome Freshman dating update with that man about town, Kevin.
Kevin here with another dating update. You know, nothing says I'm interested more than a thoughtful gift. And if you're on a tight budget, don't despair. A colorful surprise from your mom's flower garden will always do the trick. Let's see how it works.
Oh, hi, Walter.
Hi, Betsy. I brought you a present.
For me?
Yeah, a worm.
Wow, that had to hurt. But at least he got his foot in the door, and that's an important first step. This is the K-Man saying, see ya.
This has been another dating update from that dude who's hip with the inside tip, the K-Man.
Hey, what are you doing, you guys?
We're writing a letter to our congressman.
We're not happy with the laws governing forest management. They're too lax.
Talk about a waste of paper. What makes you think he'll listen?
Look, trees are a natural resource, and the national forest is public property. So the public should decide how to use it, not the lumber companies.
Lumber is a massive industry, Tara. Big business and the environment don't often mix. It's just the way it's always been.
Aha! 3 freshmen ripe for a history lesson.
Oh, no.
Not the H-man.
And why not? Did you know that most kinds of companies have improved their environmental records since industry first began?
You mean they did even worse things back then?
I'll say. In fact, early industrialists seemed to think we'd never run out of natural resources. They were constantly tearing up the earth in search of big bucks. Come back in time with me to the Industrial Revolution, when freshmen were taught that man could move mountains, no matter what the environmental impact.
Okay, kids, let's talk turkey. Now, what's this project of yours?
Well, based on the needs of the community, we decided to build a lemonade stand.
We'll place it right here in the pass.
Thirsty farmers and ranch hands will be able to get a cool drink.
We estimate that it will cost 5 cents to make a pitcher, which yields 10 glasses. We'll sell a glass for 5 cents and make 45 cents on every pitcher.
45 cents? You call that profit? You kids gotta learn to think big. And if you follow my advice, I'll make you rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch how a big thinker works. You're making lemonade, so you need lemons. So we're gonna put our citrus grove right here. What we're gonna do is tear out all these trees, cut them down, and sell the lumber. There we go. Ah!
But what about all the animals that live in the forest?
Animals are deadbeats. They don't have any money. That reminds me. We got to spray for bugs and rodents. Okay. Now, we're going to tear out all this stuff right here, because that's where our factory's going to go.
Why do we need such a big factory?
If you're gonna sell this stuff, you gotta can it, preserve it, carbonate it. Why would anyone want plain old lemonade when you can have Freshman Yellow Spritz?
Oh, gosh, that really smells gross.
Yeah, with all these chemicals going into the air, couldn't it start like a greenhouse effect and warm the Earth's atmosphere?
Ah, good thinking, son. That'll provide the hot climate we need for our citrus grove and at the same time make people thirstier for our product.
Where are we gonna get the metal to make the cans and the chemicals to preserve it?
Easy. We're gonna strip mine, like this. Okay. Now, where that ugly hill used to be, we're gonna extract the tin for cans. And it'll also provide the chemicals we need to make preservatives to keep this stuff fresh for 1,000 years. There we go. Whoops.
Yeah, what's that?
Little industrial waste. Well, good thing it poured into the river where it won't hurt anything, huh? You know, all this empire building's making me thirsty. Think I'll have a nice cool drink. There we go. Oh.
What? Oh, wacko. Come on, let's clean this stuff up.
Walter, I'm afraid it's going to take centuries.
And so, although industry has taken its toll on the environment, some companies now believe that natural resources are too precious to waste. Don't you wish all of them did? This is Mr. History saying, be good to the earth.
He's Mortis, the safety tortoise. He always plays it safe.
Hi, kids. I'm totally Mortis, the safety tortoise, you safety surfing dudes. And today we're going to talk about safety at the beach. First rule, don't go in the water. There's all sorts of unsafe things that can happen in that water. I don't even like to think about it. And even though I don't swim, I always make sure I sit near the lifeguard, just to be on the safe side. Hello, Mr. Lifeguard. Shut up! Kids never talk to the lifeguard when he's on duty. Now, all I have to worry about is Mr. Sun. Let's face it, kids. That ozone layer isn't getting any thicker, and harmful ultraviolet rays can burn you and cause really scary skin diseases. So I start off by setting up a nice big beach umbrella for shade. And then I wear a big floppy hat, cover my big floppy head. And I always wear these super dark glacier goggles to protect my eyes from the glare. And then finally, I apply number 35 sunblock liberally all over my body, especially my face. Now I'm really ready for some beach fun.
Hey, Mortis, catch.
I can barely see. Careful. What do you... Hey! Hey, you turned out the light! You turned out the light! Well, folks, see you later. And have a fun time at the beach.
Okay, Tara, we're recycling plastic and glass and cans and styrofoam and newspapers.
Yeah, and we're turning down the heat to 68 degrees to save energy.
And my parents are carpooling to work to save gas.
And I'm cutting back on water at my house.
And I thought the sanitation workers were on strike.
Well, you guys, I can safely say that Hawthorne is now aware of the environment.
Yeah, especially after that blue-nosed beaver incident.
Oh, man. Do you think Lippman will ever recover from it?
Or vice versa.
Well, it was pretty cool having an actual endangered species at our school.
I bet it didn't know it was living right under the nose of its worst enemy.
Man, that thing could sure put away some wood.
I can't believe this. Every piece of wood in the school is being systematically devoured.
Dude, you got a pencil? I can't find mine.
Yeah, sure. Man, what's going on here?
Well, Mark, I hope you can survive another 3 weeks in that thing.
Yeah. Well, at least you can still come to all the home games.
Yeah, but I still don't understand how that bleacher just gave way.
Now, we have 1,000 Save the Beaver pamphlets to hand out.
And there's still some postering to do. You know about looking out for Lippman, right? He can be pretty sneaky.
But what if old Chrome Dome catches us?
What if old Chrome Dome catches you what?
Oh, Mr. Lippman.
All right. Where is he? Where's that fat little paddle-tailed rat? I'm going to give that buck-toothed furball a lesson he'll never forget.
Mr. Lippman, that's a baseball bat. You're not gonna...
I'm going to do whatever it takes, young lady. This has gone far enough. I don't believe it. That brazen, overgrown chipmunk. Come back here, you!
Well, it looks like we're gonna have to turn up the heat in our Save the Beaver campaign. Here's what we're gonna do. Joe, you're gonna hang posters in the English...
To the end, help us save our beaver friend. We'll fight hard to the end. Help us save our beaver friend. We'll fight hard.
Protection Act, the blue-nosed beaver is protected. Very interesting. Thank you, Governor.
And you say that this Mr. Dip Man will stop at nothing to destroy an endangered species?
That's right. He's even been known to wear beaver hats in the winter.
Well, Tara, I'm sure people across the nation tonight can sympathize with your cause. Tell me, you mentioned that this Mr. Wimp Man is up for some special award, somebody of the year?
Administrator of the year.
And do you think he should receive this award?
No!
What's going on here?
There he is, that's him!
Generalissimo Chipman.
Lipman.
Margaret Hensley, RGNU. So, Chipman off to do some hunting?
It's Lipman.
And aren't you up for some special award, some advertiser of the year?
Administrator of the year. You don't understand. I don't mean to hurt the little bugger. I mean, beaver. I intend to safely live trap this endangered little monster, muncher, and release him into a shredding machine. Excuse me, a shrub-covered meadow where he can live in pieces. Peace.
And you expect me to believe that?
Well, why don't we let the kids decide? These fine guardians of the environment who will now be getting Fridays off so they can spread their environmental message throughout the community.
Yay, Mr. Lippman! Yay, Mr. Lippman! Yay, Mr. Lippman! Yay, Mr. Lippman!
Oh, that was a close one. Frickin' beaver. Boy. Hey.
Keenan here from All Facts, reminding you that this week a few good men will be on our show. I'm not talking about me, Kel, or Josh. I'm talking about the musical group.
Lori Beth here. Be sure to watch All That tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central, only on SNIP.
Now, stay tuned for Family Double Dare, next on Lick.